From the tunnel, we're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Come on, fellas.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Wentz going to throw, and complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
As a fan, is there anything pretty?
It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
Let's go. Do it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. On third down, Mark Ingram. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Ravens push further out in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive. Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Running with Howard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8. A good run by Jordan Howard. And now another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they run with Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 25 yards to the house as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points. And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. from the gun on third down, Jackson.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. On the toss play, Howard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 16, Wentz, and this is going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but over the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decide if there's a time to be aggressive.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Howard. Shifts by him. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, folks. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next, and rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gotten together, the defense is playing better, and Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he's got Snead. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10, 24. Now it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Brandon Graham able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Jackson.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nate Gary. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing is Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop.
As Sanders has it poked free. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, it's just...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick on Russell. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nate Gary. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Howard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. On 1st down, it's Howard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the handoff, this is Howard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now Wentz will keep it, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard taking it in. And the Eagles have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The 20, 10, 5. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Dances by him. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Ingram again. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Ingram. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. From the 36, Jackson buying time to his left. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he's upended at the 30. Following a good pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. That's caught by Howard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. To throw, it's Wentz. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
To throw is Wentz. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to throw. Wentz completes it to Aguilar. And down inside the 15 he goes. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game,
I do this for the family.